you know, as we do it back to back, back to back. Let's talk Pi Network. Let's talk Pi Price. Let's talk everything that has to do with the Pi Network. A lot of things are happening, man. A lot of things are happening. Yesterday, Pi, the Pi Network released an update regarding um, the KYC extension. That was yesterday, okay? And a lot was said regarding that. So today I was like, you know what? And I did a session yesterday on that. So today I was like, you know what? It's a beautiful day, nothing to do, but I mean, taking my daughter in. But I was like, let me come on here. Let's talk a little bit about Pi Network, where we are, where we're going, and then the likes thereof. So far, let's go over what we know so far. Number one, Binance has still not come up with any information. Number two, and most importantly, Pi 6th anniversary is coming around the corner. Number three, the extension for the deadline for KYC has been set for March 14th. Number four, currently the price is still, above the $2 mark in terms of the market wise. So overall, in general, Pi Network is not doing that bad in terms of the market in comparison to other networks. I mean, we have to give ourselves credit where credit is due, and that is the fact that we are still on top of our game. Not much, although we would have loved to have it way above where it is right now. That is the honest truth. But where we are now in comparison with other networks, come on, I think we are in a very good place, and hopefully more will come. In terms of way of moving forward, we are still waiting for the complete enrollment of the remaining Pi Network D apps. Yeah, and we are waiting to see them come into fruition. The Pi Core team have not said much regarding the remaining 80 D apps. I was expecting that they would come out with more of that. Maybe on mainnet, no, not mainnet. Maybe on the anniversary day, we're going to get something from it. Yeah, Jojo1246 says, "Yo, hope you're having a good day." Yeah, I am Jojo. I am Jojo. I really am. Drop my daughter off, so yeah, I am. Still, I'm waiting for her to finish. She finishes like in an hour, so I was like, hey, why not just jump on here? Come speak to the hoppers and see how things are going. So yeah, um, we are waiting for the remaining D apps to come through from the Pi Core team, and also, and most importantly, and we're also waiting for them to come and tell us about the way forward in terms of the pricing for the Pi coin within the ecosystem. Okay, so there's one within outside the ecosystem. We already know is $2, and it's pushing to $3. But within the ecosystem, we need to have a figure or an amount. That way, we'll be able to know how much, how to purchase items within the ecosystem, and to be able to gauge the pricing so that someone doesn't overprice their items if we are to make purchases within the ecosystem. So all these things are something that we are looking for, and I'm hoping that more will come. Um oh Hello, Frank. So yes, Frank, I thought as much. Yes, I did tell my dad. Oh, that is. I was like, wait, is that Frank? Yeah, it might be him. So, okay, that's good. Yes, 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 yes. So it seems one of our guys, Frank, met up with my dad. That's great. That's great. That's great. Wonderful. Wonderful. So Frank has me on notification. Absolutely. So I did tell my dad that. He was like, look, I met a guy called Frank. I was like, the way you sounded definitely sounds like Frank. The Frank I know, it might just be him. So obviously, yeah, yeah. So I tried calling my dad, later on but I think I couldn't get through to him. Well, that's good. Oh wow, this is a small world. So Frank, yeah, Frank, if you can assist my dad with getting the KYC through, that would be great. Sherelle Garrett says, I'm Logan. I'm 10. 10. 10 years old. Wow. Logan, how are you? Well, that is a surprise. Um, if I quite remember, I think I remember there was one of the hoppers who made mention about their award wanting to also join. Is that you, Logan? If that's you, let me know. Um, yes, so I'll get in touch with my dad later on. Lily Kazimi says hi. Hello, Lily Kazimi. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great and having a wonderful time. Yeah, so we're just going over how the Pi Network and also seeing where we are. Now, moving on, let's switch our attention to the exchanges side of things, okay? Right now, what do we know? We know that right now, Pi Network has five solid partners, okay, that have passed their KYB. Namely, we're talking about Bybit or BitGet. No, BitGet. Sorry, not Bybit. BitGet. We're talking about BitGet. We're talking about OKX, and we're talking about the likes of Mex C and PNX. So let me see. So PNX, Mexi, BitGet, OKX, and the very last one. Oh, for a minute there, I lost me. Help me out with the last one. Yeah, so we have five solid KYB past partners that have been partnering with the Pi network right now. Out of these ones, we have three of them that are very active and counting. The remaining two, namely the Mexi and Pionex, okay, or Pionex, whichever way you want to pronounce it, we are waiting for them to solidly begin trading, whether it is the Pi against the dollar. We are waiting to see. Pionex, we were hoping, I think, on Friday, this past Friday or yesterday, we're hoping that they would have launched or started the launching of their Pi to USD with on their platform, thereby increasing the amount or raising the value up to a certain standard. However, it didn't turn out that way. Okay, it didn't turn out that way. For some reason, they extended the day to I think 9 or 19 days time or 9 days. I'm not sure. I read it somewhere. I saw it, but it raised a lot of questions, and we were like, I was like, well, what does that mean going forward? Why did they do that? The only obvious reason that can come to mind is the fact that there is not enough pioneers who have been depositing money into their account or wallet in order to be able to do what they wanted to or to start the whole thing. So probably they are giving some time for that to come through. With that being said, we know that they are based in America, and we know that they also have a branch in Singapore. But so far, we know these regarding that. And also, if you go into the ecosystem, within the ecosystem, we also know that the co-founder, okay, Chen or Chan, whichever way you want to call her, Chan made some statements recently regarding they are seeking for Pi developers, okay, software developers to join or come in. They also made mention that if you are an already developer and you wish to integrate your business within the Pi ecosystem, this is something that they are also looking forward to and hoping that you can come on board, and bring your expertise and come and join us and your company so that we can merge and be able to form one solid network. So, with that being said, what are my expectations for the coming days? Okay, regarding the Pi price, regarding the Pi network as a whole, regarding everything that is going on. So let me take them one by one. Let me talk about the Pi price. In the next 2 to 3 months, or let's give ourselves maybe 5 months time. In 5 months time, I'm expecting the Pi price literally to be way somewhere within the $100 mark. It could be more. It could be more, but that is my estimation for the time being. Why am I saying so? Let me explain. So the first of all is number one. the potential exchanges that we are looking to bring on board, primarily Binance. If Binance, for some reason, finally decide to come out with the results of the poll came in with a good one, but then they said that they had to make some internal decisions and discussions, which we're still waiting. They were supposed to draw, let us know on the conclusion by the 27th of February, but we waited the whole evening or the whole night till all the way through to morning, the following morning. There were no response regarding that. So on that note, there's nothing that came through for that. However, that doesn't also mean that there isn't potential talks behind the scenes, because let's not forget, for you to join the Pi network, you literally have to pass your KYB as a business, okay, as a business, and I think that is exactly what is happening right now. Um, Things are moving, things are changing, so definitely these I'm pretty sure Binance, as big as it is, will definitely pass through everything. Little Kazimi says thank you. Okay, so I think it's Little Kazimi. And Cheryl says I'm good. I will get, okay, that's my dad. Mr. Digital says, how are you doing? How are you doing? Great. Pi is indeed making waves in the crypto space. I am holding my Pi tight and buying more from the exchanges to hold as well. The potential of Pi is enormous. Pi to the moon. Yes, Mr. Digital, I agree with you. Pi to the moon. The potential of Pi network to make waves is way, way, way more than we even think. The stability of the coin is a testament to its capabilities once it goes out on full power. That is, once the D apps are moved in, once the smooth transitioning occurs in terms of the ability of pioneers to be able to use the D apps very smoothly. And like I said, we are waiting for certain things to come through, and that is my projection. So with Binance, yeah, I'm waiting for them to bring in the listing. The exact date is not yet out, but I think that there is communication behind closed doors, because like I said, they can't just come out and say we are going to list Pi coins. Yes, they can say that. However, they also have to pass their KYB, which is inevitable, whether whichever it doesn't matter whichever exchange you are, as long as you are coming onto the Pi network to make to join us, we also require you to also go through some few checks here and there. Now, Gunblade Fighter, who is one of the reputable members on our platform within the WhatsApp group and all, we had a discussion yesterday online. You can watch that video if you've not watched that video, where we there was a discussion, and we came up, or it came after the discussion, that there's a possibility. Okay, now if you look at Binance is a central, one of the most reputable exchanges globally. Okay, globally. If you put it against top 10, yeah, I'll say top 5, you definitely have to add Binance to top 5 crypto exchanges globally. You have to add Binance to the group, which means that it is one of the few exchanges that holds a lot of data in terms of names and addresses and all these etc. of people, not just of pioneers or any other person, because there are some pioneers on there. So because of that, there is the need for data protection. Okay, now within Europe and other countries, they are very, very keen when it comes to information protection. Okay, protecting the names of clients, protecting the names of people that you deal with. All these things have to be well protected. And for Binance to come onto the Pi network, they have to make declarations of of sometimes of these things to a certain degree. So Binance is taking its time to literally make sure that the Pi network is as it is, legit and all. You can say it with mouth, we can act it, but then they also have to do their own research or investigation, whatso not. So while they are doing that, Pi Network is also equally doing that same research, just to make sure that it is legit, or Binance is legit, because as far as we know, Binance is not accepted in certain European countries for whatever reason, data protection and all these other things. So some of the governments don't accept Binance, therefore it limits its reach. But the Asian markets and some parts of America, I think have some allowance in terms of bringing them on board. But in terms of its size, it has over 200 million users, and therefore it's a big force within the industry. So it's something that needs to be put into account whenever we are re-evaluating or evaluating them in whatever sense. So yeah, in the coming months, I'm expecting great things from Binance. If they list, if they list and they pass the KYB, then we have an agreement between Pi Network and Binance now coming in to merge. And also the technologies that both use have to be able to be compatible with each other, so that there's seamless transition and smooth sailing of information to and fro Binance. Okay, let's not forget Binance also have their own cryptocurrency. Okay, and as such, obviously you listing them, they also have to maintain their own. So there will be a little bit of diplomacy going on between them. It's not something that will immediately happen. So for pioneers who are eagerly waiting, investors who are eagerly waiting, yes, it will come. However, there has to be like sitting down, meeting, talks, exchanging of information between the PiCore team and Binance core team to be able to come to a common consensus to say, okay, now this and this is what we're looking for, this and this is what you have. Now, does it tally? Do you agree with certain things or certain rules and regulations? Then we'll be able to proceed from there, and then they'll just carry on from there. So that's one thing I'm expecting in the coming months. In the coming months, regarding price, let's see what I'm expecting. And let's say one more time, I'm not a financial advisor, so anything that I'm saying, do not take my word for it. Do your own research. Cryptocurrency is a volatile section, therefore be very careful with your money. You stand the potential of losing all your money, and you can also stand the potential of gaining plenty money. However, when it comes to Pi Network, we all know it didn't cost anybody money to gain Pi Network. So in that sense, yeah, whatever I say, I'm not saying go and buy anything. But if you do that, take your time, make your investigation. Just like what Mr. Digital said like he's holding some and he's buying some, he's adding to his tally. That's great. Absolutely fantastic. If I had a capacity, I'd probably do the same. Hold as much coins as possible. Now, in the coming months again, price wise, what am I expecting? So I'm expecting the price to exponentially increase. The Pi value has to go up, and it will go up. It will go up. It's just a matter of time, and it's coming. If you look at the stability of Pi coins right now, when Bitcoin and all these other major coins are crashing and dropping and dumping, but the Pi coin remains very resolute and is holding on tight. It serves as an indication with the market response and the resilience of the Pi coin. Pi coin is very resilient in terms of no matter how much it drops, it always maintains a certain number and is not moving an inch. It just stays put and is holding on to its ground because there is belief in the network, there is belief in the project, and as such, you can see the results in that takes effect within the price. So I'm expecting the price to really go up in 3 months' time. And like I said, I'm expecting within somewhere about $100 thereabouts to the likes of 200 within a space of 3 or 4 months, provided that number one, we get more listing on other exchanges or platforms. Number two, we have the remaining DApps, the 80 DApps that we are expecting to come through and start effective work with immediate effect. Okay, so these two, and then number three, potential partnerships being announced by the PiCore team. All these three are going to boost the Pi Network's price all the way up from where it is right now. Right now, it's doing very great. Okay, for a cryptocurrency that was tagged as a scam, and right now that tagging of scam is now have become almost like a stable coin, remaining resolute and not moving an inch. That is amazing, amazing, and amazing work, and we can clearly see that things are moving and shaping up. It is really sound. Pi Network is sending waves all throughout the cryptocurrency. Everywhere you turn to, they are talking about Pi coins or Pi Network or the new guy on the block making waves. Now, yesterday I read some news about, I don't know how true it is, but about XRP. They call it AI related XRP something, where it's a new chain where it's under the XRP thing, where AI is being used in creation of market strength. AI using it in staking and minting and all the other accolades that comes with cryptocurrency. And the whole target was that they are trying to pull investors from Pi Network into this XRP, new XRP thing, which I had a quick discussion with some of my colleagues, and I was like, "What do you think about this?" Okay, so I'm asking you guys, what do you think about this? So the Pi Network is so scary in terms of its potential and power that it has caused some developers within the XRP, okay, to start shaking, and they are trying to come up with a new XRP AI to help them to do staking and stuff in order to draw attention to XRP. But already XRP is down in terms of value. Picoin literally went above it. Currently, it has come down. It has come down below the mark, but it's still holding its head up above the $2 mark, which is great. Which is great. Right now, it is gearing up, or it is preparing to jump up again, and all we need is one news that comes through, and Pi Network was going to shoot all the way to the moon and beyond. And for a coin that we didn't do anything for, yeah, it's going to be great. The other thing that I'm also expecting in a couple of months to come, maybe 3 or 4 months to come, or 5 months to come, is an active, and let me say it again, an active ecosystem within the Pi Network itself. An active, very active ecosystem. And for that, I am hoping that the PyCore team will work harder on this. Now, let me make this statement, okay? And this might sound a bit controversial, but it is the truth, or at least that's what I've observed. We, although we look to be in the mainnet, we are not exactly in the mainnet. Let me clarify that statement for you. We are in the open network. Okay, we are in the open network. Now, why do I say this? Because as a node user myself, whenever you go onto the node, you see that you are in the test phase 2, but in the open network. So the network is open for other entities to come in and work with us, or connect their interfaces with us. However, when it comes to the main net itself, we are not yet there. We are yet to see the transition onto to the mainnet, and I think the Pi Network are literally doing so. It could be that the transition on the mainnet might come on March 14th, where we'll be fully onto a mainnet. So, or it could be one of the requirements that these major exchanges are looking for. Okay, so we are in the open network. It's open right now, but for us to hit mainnet, we are not yet there yet. By checking your node, you will see that anytime you try to connect, or anytime is calibrating or synchronizing with the Pi blockchain, you can notice that it says testnet. Okay, testnet 2. There is the mainnet there, but the testnet 2. All the ports, all the 4-5 ports are open, but the testnet 2, meaning that we are in the open network, able to communicate with other different sections, but the main net itself is yet to fully be open through for us, and I think that will come as a result of the D apps which we are going to open. Now, what are some of the potential of these D apps on the Pi network? Okay, and what is it at all? What is D app? So D app is simply means developer app. Okay, developer app meaning it's an app which literally works. And now let me break it down very simple for each and everyone to understand. So the D app is a software or apps that are being developed by pioneers. Okay, now these apps function similar to the likes of Play Store, okay, or Google Play. So when you go to Play Store, you input in, you see a whole list of different apps, and each of these apps were developed by some people, and these apps have a specific function, whether it is a game, e-commerce, and there are different categorization of all these apps. So the same thing that we have in Google Play or Play Store is the same thing that we have this time around on a network that works as a with a blockchain. Blockchains are faster. Okay, they are faster means of communication, faster means or of sending data in packets, in like bundles, huge bundles, huge blocks being used as blockchain to be able to send information quicker and in groups. So there's more data that is being sent, and it's faster and quicker in different packages or packets. So that is basically a blockchain. And then the D app is also the softwares which will be working or functioning on these blockchains for different various functions. Right now we have 20 of them that is functioning, but the Pi network says there are about 100 D apps on its platform, which will be great for the development of various things. For example, okay, we know of the 20 ones, but the one that we don't know, at least one of them we have gotten wind of, and that is an app called PI, the Chew or Chat, something like that. I've forgotten the exact name. I'll let you guys know. But what does it do? For me, what it does is more important than the name itself. So this is a D app that was developed by a group. Okay, now the primary function of this D app is to serve as a logistics, okay, a logistics platform where you can be able to send or ship your items from whichever continent to a different continent. Now, and then you make payment in Pi coins. This is absolutely fantastic for all those who are in the shipping business, or you're able to do freight from one country to the other. So this is a platform which will be able to which you can be able to use to make transactions of or send your goods or services in and across from one end to the other at a very lower fee, and also faster transaction. So there's no need for, oh, let me wait. You have to wait for 2 to 3 days before the transaction is complete. No. These are the items I want to say. I want to send. I've done all the necessary checks and all the necessary documentation that needs to be done for safety wise, and then payment comes in. Boom, payment is done. All good. But like I said, it's not every country that's going to accept this. But yes, these are some of the things that we'll be looking forward to. With regarding that, this out of the potential ATD apps, we only know of this one. At least if you know of other ones, let me know in the comment section. With that being said, hit the like and subscribe button. If today's the first time watching me, please do subscribe, because here we provide up-to-date information regarding the Pi network, and also information so that you'll be able to listen in. So these are what we are expecting. The remaining 20D apps that the Pi network literally developed, they are great, very great, which is going to greatly benefit you and each and every other person. If you are somebody who's unemployed, okay, if you've been unemployed for a long time, if you're a high school graduate, you are a university graduate, you know, but work is becoming very difficult for you to get. You've done several applications to different firms, but you're not getting the chance. However, you have the skill set, okay, whether in graphics designing or in any other section. This app is one of the few apps which has the potential for you, because It is a freelancing app. When I say freelancing, it means that you are not entitled to a specific work. It's more about you bringing in what you can do and then offering your services to be done. It's also a place where you can put in applications for job opportunities in different areas. And this is one of the main reasons why cryptocurrency is needs, or the Pi network will stand out among all its peers. So you'll be able to put your application in the Pi Workforce. That's the name of the app. Okay, it is on your Pi Network app right now. The fact is that most people haven't even checked it and they don't even know of it. It is there and gives you the opportunity not to just make applications for work. You can make applications, you can create jobs. If you are an employee or who is looking for employers to work for you in your company, but you want to be very specific, you need certain skill sets, this is one of the great D apps, okay, for you on the network. And it's a network, guys, so you have access to well over 60 million users, and 60 million users coming from different backgrounds. Having that skill set is going to be great. So you put your application in, you state your skills, and at the same time too, you put your job requirements in as an employee and looking for employers. So you have the dynamism between employer and employee, and that can literally help solve the issue of unemployment in majority of countries, especially in the likes of some places like some parts of Africa where job creation is something that is really difficult, and looking for jobs can be a lot of headache. So this is the opportunity for capitalization on this opportunity so that you can be able to secure yourself a good job. For those of you who are also software developers, you've learned the likes of C++, Python, you've learned coding on different platforms. Yeah, this is an opportunity for you to also create. You can create the opportunity by advertising yourself on this platform, Pi Workforce, so that potential employees will be able to see the skill set that you are bringing on board, so that they can be able to sell and say, okay, we have a branch here in Nigeria, we have a branch in Ghana, or we have a branch here or there. We need somebody like you with this skill set. Is it possible for you to work with us? If you can, say yes. And then they'll pay you in Pi coins. You see the equivalent, and then, work goes on. One other thing before I forget, the Pi Network core team did say that they are looking into the potential of releasing 6 months prior to your migration, the coin that you mined. Okay, so 6 months to prior to your migration, and if every coin that I think your downline helped you to mine will be added onto us. As to when that will happen, we do not know. But I think on Pi, on March 14th, which is the Pi Day, there's going to be a lot of reveal, or there's going to be a lot of insight. Hopefully, they're going to tell us more that we need to know and hear, which would be great. Yeah. Apart from that, I think everything else is right now in place. There are many opportunities within the Pi network. You see, I can spend the whole day talking about it and going into the different layers of this wonderful and amazing network. So if you happen to become part of this network, you do not need to go anywhere else. Stay on it. Hold on to your Pi coins, as Mr. Digital said. Hold on to it. If you have the capacity to get more, fine. You can get that through either becoming a Pi node user, okay, or you can be a validator. Becoming a referrer is great. However, for you to be able to get more out of referrals, you need to have a lot of them, and that is something that not many people have. And even there's no guarantee that the people that you brought on board are going to literally accept it. So a recap of all that we've talked about, and then I'll bring this to a close. If you have any questions that is on your mind that's bothering you, please put it in the comment section. Okay, I can see it from where I am, and I will be able to answer you accordingly as much as I know. Um, just to mention a few reputable people on here, we have Jojo1246 is on here. He's listening. Alabi Oluleke is here. It says yeah. Cheryl Garrett, it says hi. And my dad is also here, Mr. Anochi Charles. He's on here. Yes, with Frank, who is also a great hopper. Yeah, is also here, and other people are also turning up. Cheryl, I think, and so Cheryl is known as Logan. He is the youngest, the youngest addition. I think he must be the guy, the one of the pioneers or the hoppers did make mention about his her son, very young, who is also very interested in a young hopper, and a young pioneer who greatly believes in. He's 10 years old. He's 10 years old, but already is interested in becoming big, which is good. I pray that God will help you. Okay, come on, Logan. Don't lose hope. Keep the fire burning. Okay, you are 10, but your vision is bigger than a 10-year-old, and that is amazing. Great one. We also have Lil Kazimi. Yeah, Lily Kazimi, sorry. Lily Kazimi is always here. Lily, where are you watching us from? And then Mr. Digital. So put your comments in this, put your questions in the comment section if you have any question at all, if there's something on your mind. Yeah, and also that being said, the Pirate Core team have given the extension. So if you've not done your KYC yet, you have the opportunity to do so right now. Tell all your downline on your referrals to get going, get that KYC done as soon as possible. Okay, the PyCore team have been very lenient. They've been extending, and I know a lot of pioneers are mad about it. Some of them are mad about it all over the place for good reason, obviously, for good reason. However, we also have to think about our other brothers and sisters who, for one reason, we all have mistakes, we all have errors. It's not everybody who gets to do KYC immediately. Some people have issues with it, some people are struggling with it, trying to pass their KYC, and there are which is of no fault of theirs. Others too is because of their own fault, because some of them thought the project was not great. So when they asked them to put in their name, they just came up with some fake name and put it in there, trying to get their way through. And now that you have to show an ID to prove that name that you've provided, now it's becoming a hassle, and you have to go through a huge payment of Pi coins for you to be able to change your name. It's very, very expensive. I think it's about 300. Yeah, I think about 300 and something Pi coins if you want to like do a full name change. That is like that's a lot. And don't forget, not many people have that much in their Pi wallet. So yeah, you will do well next time to be very, very careful when when you're approaching something like that. With that being said, I think everything has been exhausted. Yes. So the rest is just waiting to see how things are going to move in the Pi ecosystem. There's more that's going to be coming, and I can't wait to see the likes of the big guys in the game coming out on the Pi network platform. I'm waiting eagerly. I'm very waiting eagerly for things to start rolling out, and I hope you are also ready when that time comes. Please do share and like, share this, subscribe, and if today is the first time, please subscribe to this channel, like this channel, share it on Facebook, on all social media platforms, and ask if I hear any word from Binance, whether on X or the official platform, I will come again to share the great news. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. We had great numbers come in here. I really appreciate you guys, man. You guys are doing amazing. Thank you so much, Frank, for helping my dad to get things rolling. Like I said, yeah, this is a small world, I'm telling you. Don't bend bridges, okay? Don't bend bridges. Have no grudges with any other person. Always stay positive. Always do the best that you can. And with God, all things are possible for each and every one of us. Pi to the moon. Let's get it. Thank you so much for coming, and I will see you later. Bye bye.